guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name's Renee. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I appreciate you being here. Today is a collab video that I was invited to be a part of by Barbara's Beauty Bag, A Time for Peace. So if you want to see what we're going to get into, then stick around because I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so I just got off work and I've been really thinking on this and what to say and how to say it, and you know, like my whole thoughts on A Time for Peace. We were sent colors to use, and I'll leave it popped up in here. There was blue, there was green, I believe there was purple and pink as well. So today is game day, Sunday, so I did a green look this morning for game day to match with my shirt, and so yeah, so this is my look for today. I think that, you know, everybody has their idea of what peace means to them and how to go about getting peace, whether it's in your personal life or in the world. And I know that a lot of people are struggling right now with the state of the world right now, and I think a lot of it has to do with a lot of different things, you know, being power hungry, being greedy, being judgmental, you know, I think all of those things kind of factor into it a little bit, you know what I mean? And everybody having differences of opinions and everybody thinking they're right and everybody else is wrong, when that's not the case, because everybody's life is different, everybody's experiences are different, and I think that everybody needs to have a little more understanding and compassion with each other and a little bit less judgment towards people, you know? And not assuming people are a certain way based on what they believe in or what they don't believe in, or who they choose to love, or the color of their skin. Like, look at somebody's heart. Look at who they are as a person, not where they grew up or where they live or where they work or how much they make or don't make or what kind of makeup they wear or don't wear or how they dress. Just because somebody dresses differently from you doesn't mean that they're not a good person or that they don't have a good heart. Just because somebody voted for Trump or didn't vote for Trump or voted for Biden or didn't vote for Biden or whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And, you know, being hateful towards each other because we're different, it is what creates the negativity and the hatred in the world, you know, is because people want to hate on other people because they're different from them. And maybe it's because people they're afraid of what they don't understand, you know, or because of the way that they were raised, or whatever the situation might be. And I think that we need to open our hearts a little bit more to everybody, you know, like, just because somebody drives a beater doesn't mean that they're a bad person. Just because they voted for Trump doesn't mean they're a bad person. You know, just because they choose to love who they love, it does not mean they're a bad person. And stop assuming that, I'm trying to think of the word for it. There's a word that when you assume that because somebody is, what's the word? I can't think of it. Can't think of the word, you guys. There's a word, and I had it earlier in my head, and now I can't think of it. But it's when you assume that because somebody is a certain gender or a certain ethnicity that they're all that way. And I can't think of what the word is. That's going to drive me bonkers. But just because you can't assume everybody of a certain gender is a certain way, or everybody that is a certain race is a certain way. It's not that way. Everybody is an individual. You know, everybody has their own mind, and everybody can tell what is right from wrong. I mean, in a normal everyday basis, you know, people, like regular everyday people, would know that stealing is wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that you have to look at people on an individual basis, based on who they are, and not be so hateful to people for whatever reason that you want to be hateful towards. And these are things I work on too. You know what I mean? Like when I'm get passionate about something and somebody disagrees with me, I don't hate on them. You know, I've had not arguments, I've had heated discussions with people on certain topics and that we don't agree on, and I get really passionate about it. And I think that's where people, you know, judge me a little bit, as they think I'm being angry or mean or whatever, and it's not. I'm just passionate about how I feel. And so assuming, because everybody, you know, that I'm around, even though we've had those discussions, we still get along. You know what I mean? We still like each other, because there's a lot of stuff that we agree on, that we like, you know, like one of the girls at work, you know, there's a few things that we differ in, but we both really love Bailey Sarian. And there's a couple other things that we watch or listen to that we like have common ground on. And, you know, I don't think she's a bad person or hate on her or dislike her or judge her because of how she believes. I just don't believe the same way she does. And so most of the time we try to avoid those conversations. You know what I mean? We just don't talk about that stuff. And I think that's why people are so afraid to talk about things nowadays, like talking about their religion or who they love, or they're afraid to talk about, you know, who they voted for, their political beliefs, whatever. Me, I find that I'm sweet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't claim any parties. I don't claim any of that stuff. I believe what I believe, no matter what side it's on. There could be some things Republican that I agree with, and some things Democratic that I believe in. I don't put myself in a category, because I'm not going to put myself in a box to have somebody say, well, you're Republican, so you have to vote this way and you have to believe that. No, I don't. I'm an individual, and I can believe and in whatever I want to, you know. And like women's rights, I believe that women have the right to do what they want with their own body, and nobody has a right to tell me what is best for me. You know, that's just how I feel about it. You know, does that make me a bad person because somebody doesn't believe that? Like, I think that's where people just get messed up, you know. And I think that we need to be a little more compassionate, a little more understanding, and we need to try and see where somebody else is coming from, because you don't know what their experience in life was. You don't know what they've suffered through. You don't know what they've had to deal with, you know. And it's unfair to tell somebody that because they don't believe what you believe that they're wrong. But they're not for them. They're right for them. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That's my whole thing. I just think that we need to be a little more loving to each other, a little more understanding to each other, a little more compassionate towards each other. I feel like we need to be way less judgmental and way less assuming that people are a certain way based on whatever it is that you're basing that thought process in. You know what I mean? But I know that we all don't agree on the same things, but in my heart, I love you all. You know what I mean? You guys all mean the world to me. You support me and watch my videos, and you're there when I'm having a bad time and I express how I'm feeling, and you guys are there in the comments encouraging me and making me feel better. And I love that. I love We need more sense of community. That's what we need. We need to support each other. Like, somebody was talking about 9/11 and when 9/11 happened and how everybody, there was no differences. Everybody came together as a nation because we were attacked. We were under attack. And so we became unified, and that's what we need to do. You know, we need to be more unified and more loving. And with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys go because there's other videos to watch. There's gonna be a playlist linked down below. I hope you guys will go check out the other channels and go to their videos with an open mind, with whatever it is that means something to them, because there's a reason they feel that way. There's something they went through or something that happened in their life that makes them believe the way they do. And maybe if you have an adult conversation and try to see each other's side, maybe things could be a little bit better. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's just kind of like the thoughts that go into my head and kind of like how I feel inside, you know? Like, I try really hard not to judge anybody on anything, you know, like, or hate somebody because they don't think the way I do. So what? So what? There's other things that we can talk about that we could have in common, whether it's sports or music or movies or whatever it is. So we'll focus on that stuff, and we'll just avoid the political, religious, whatever it is that can bring up real passionate feelings that could maybe rub each other the wrong way, you know? And anyways, I'm rambling on again, but I love you guys so very much. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for a little bit today. I hope you all have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. I hope you all take care and stay safe, and I hope I'll see you in my next video. If you haven't joined Renee's Glam Squad, why not? Go down below, hit the subscribe button, turn up the notification bell, give the video a thumbs up because it really helps out my channel, lets YouTube know that you enjoy seeing my content, and leave a comment, say hi, let me know that you stopped by. And thank you so much, Barbara, for inviting me to be a part of this. I love you all so much, and I'll see you later. Bye.